My name is Anitta Tilly, and I had no clue that pivot would change my life. About 10 years ago, I was going through the hardest season of my life. It wasn't a time when I was struggling with relationships or marriage, but it was related to the sense of my own worth and value. I was questioning my significance, and I was asking, will anybody ever see any value in me? It was a time that some people describe as the dark night of the soul, or what Psalm 23 says, that it's like walking through the darkest valley. And it was around that same time when, after church, I was talking with Pastor Richard, and he asked me if I would do a talk at the Pivot Chapel. Pastor Richard Williams asked me to do a talk when I couldn't see any worth in me. This question changed my life. Over the years, I've heard the Pivot men sing, lead worship, and give testimonies many times. But when I came to the first chapel, I just sat there with tears in my eyes, listening to the trust and the way the Pivot men worshipped God. God was their only hope to overcome. And I'm sitting there and just asking myself, who am I to talk to these guys? They have so much more faith than I do. And I learned so much about how to connect to the heart of God just by watching them worship. I first did a few chapel talks and then started leading a weekly group for the Pivot men. The first semester of classes, I used a video teaching. The Pivot guys are a tough group. They give me great feedback, and it's not always positive. Sometimes it's incredible, and it has really helped me to develop my own program. And there was particularly one man, his name is Leo, and it was his first day at Pivot when we talked about a topic that really brought a memory to his mind that he had completely buried.
There was a class that Sister Anitta was teaching. It was a soul-caring class. It helped with grieving and trauma from the past. And we dissect those memories and was able to just get rid of it with prayer and with other methods that she had. And this was a very healing class for me. It definitely was.
For him to have that experience, how my teaching unlocked this memory that was so pivotal in his recovery and journey, encouraged me to keep going and pressing on and believe in what I was trying to teach, that it will make a difference. It is often our dark side that keeps us holding on to our secrets, or shame that holds us from sharing the truth. When the men finally trust me with their stories, it is incredibly rewarding. Honesty, embracing the reality, and sharing it is really the first step to find freedom from our past. Teaching at Pivot gave me an opportunity to start creating my own teaching materials, which are relatable, relevant, and very personal for me as well, because Pivot gave me a place to be my true self. My wannabe self was completely different from who God had created me to be. And at Pivot, I started trusting the person that God had created me to be. I learned that my weakness was my strength, and only then did they listen to me. What I have learned at Pivot is that we are all broken, but our brokenness looks different. And some are easier to hide than others. Some are more destructive than others, but we are all broken, and we have to deal with our brokenness. Otherwise, we would not become confident, healthy human beings. I've had the privilege to have the front row seat into the lives of the Pivot men as their lives have been transformed. But it is not just a front row seat to watch them change. I have been changed in the process. Really the better way to describe it is that I have a seat at the table. My life has been transformed as a process. If I just have a front row seat, I am watching them change. But I have a seat at the table. And Pivot has a seat at the table for everyone. And it can change your life too.